Thursday, October 26th, 2023, morning edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated video.
Good morning, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, AGNDD Intellireport. As always, I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in summarizing the news. Without further ado, here are the headlines of the day. Strong U.S. economic growth poses challenges for Fed. Diddy's former bodyguard claims he was ready to fight Will and Jada over Jennifer Lopez. Lola Vice designed to be a winning NXT wrestler. Bitcoin's rise driven by U.S. investors anticipating ETF approval. Category 4 Hurricane Otis strikes Mexico's southern coast. WhatsApp no longer supports Android KitKat, and more. But first, this day in history.
October 26th in history. October 26th, 1185. The uprising of Asen and Peter begins on the feast day of St. Demetrius of Thessaloniki and ends with the creation of the Second Bulgarian Empire. October 26th, 1597. Imjin War. Korean Admiral Yi Sun-sin routs the Japanese navy of 300 ships with only 13 ships at the Battle of Myeongyang.
Today's obituaries. Lionel Balagale. Brief Wikipedia summary. Lionel Balagal, a former Sri Lankan military officer, has passed away at the age of 75. He served as the commander of the army from 2000 to 2003 and chief of staff from 1999 to 2000. Balagale was also the first officer cadet to be trained locally at the Army Training Center to become the commander of the army. Kamal Bora, Indian film producer and actor, Japanese encephalitis. Prabhat Singh Pratap Singh Chauhan, brief Wikipedia summary. Prabhat Singh Pratap Singh Chauhan, an 82-year-old Indian politician and former Member of Parliament, passed away. He represented the Panchmahal constituency of Gujarat and was a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP. Malay Roy Chowdhury, brief Wikipedia summary. Malay Roy Chowdhury, an Indian poet, has passed away at the age of 83. He was known for founding the Hungrier-list movement in the 1960s and was a prolific writer, publishing over 70 books in his lifetime. He was also a translator and was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award in 2003. Baruch Mordecai Ezrachi was a 94-year-old Israeli Haredi rabbi. He was a leader of the non-Hasidic Lithuanian Jews and served as the Rosh Yeshiva of Ateres Yisrael in Jerusalem. He passed away on October 26, 2023. Sir John Trimmer, brief Wikipedia summary. Sir John Trimmer, an 84-year-old ballet dancer from New Zealand, has passed away after battling cancer. Trimmer was a leading artist with the Royal New Zealand Ballet for several decades and performed numerous character roles throughout his career. Jean-Paul Bourre, 76, French writer and press and radio journalist. Fernando Fernandez Tapias, 84, Spanish businessman and shipowner.
Famous people born on this day.
Jim McCann. Here's a recap of their Wikipedia page. Jim McCann was an Irish singer and guitarist who passed away in 2015.
October 26, 1970. Lisa Ryder, Canadian actress.
General news.
Israel-Hamas war. IDF stops Hamas terrorists' attempt to invade by sea. Live updates from Digital Fox News.
The FBI and Department of Homeland Security issued an updated alert warning of increased terrorism threats in the U.S. amid the ongoing conflict between Hamas and Israel. The alert highlights potential threats from various actors and notes an increase in threats against Americans, particularly in the Jewish, Arab American, and Muslim communities. The alert also warns of the dissemination of misinformation and calls for violence by terrorist organizations. Individuals are urged to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity.
Mike Johnson is set to take the fight for speakership to the House floor amid the GOP leadership crisis. CNN.
Republican Representative Mike Johnson has been elected as the new House Speaker, replacing Kevin McCarthy, who was ousted 3 weeks ago. Johnson, a vocal supporter of former President Donald Trump, now faces the challenge of leading the bitterly divided House Republican majority and addressing pressing issues such as government funding and aid to Ukraine and Israel. Johnson's election comes after Republicans failed to coalesce behind 3 previous Speaker nominees.
Dow Jones. Futures, Microsoft, Google are big earnings movers. S&P 500 regains key level. Investors Business Daily.
The stock market rally attempt gained ground on Tuesday, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average rising 0.6% and the S&P 500 climbing 0.7%. Earnings reactions were generally positive, particularly for beaten-down stocks such as Verizon, 3M, and Coca-Cola. Market breadth has been poor, with new lows outweighing new highs.
MLB Playoffs 2023. Diamondbacks stun Phillies with NLCS Game 7 victory. Punch ticket to World Series. Yahoo Sports.
The Arizona Diamondbacks defeated the Philadelphia Phillies in Game 7 of the NLCS, securing a spot in the World Series. Corbin Carroll played a key role in the Diamondbacks' victory, going 3 for 4 with 2 runs, 2 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases. The Diamondbacks will face the Texas Rangers in the World Series, while the Phillies' season has come to an end.
RSV cases are rising. Demand for the new game-changer shot for kids has forced rationing. NJ.com.
Cases of RSV are rising in New Jersey, but not as dramatically as last year. And experts are recommending a new RSV immunization for infants that could reduce hospitalizations. However, there is a limited supply of the new drug, and the CDC has advised pediatricians to prioritize it for infants at the highest risk. Despite the milder cases, RSV can still be severe, especially for babies, older adults, and the immunocompromised. The new immunization, called Beyfortus, is a monoclonal antibody treatment that has the potential to be a game-changer in reducing RSV cases. It is available for infants 8 months and older, but supplies are limited.
Category 4 Hurricane Otis is currently spreading over Mexico's southern coast, according to Reuters.
Hurricane Otis, a Category 5 storm, hit the beach resort of Acapulco in Mexico, causing extensive damage to buildings and infrastructure. The city was left without power and cut off from the outside world due to downed telecommunication lines. The airport was closed, and there were concerns about potential loss of life. The storm quickly weakened as it moved inland and dissipated over the mountains. Heavy rains and the risk of flooding and mudslides are expected to continue in southwestern and south-central Mexico.
Business news.
Strongest U.S. economic growth since 2021 puts Fed in tough spot Bloomberg.
Bitcoin's rise is being fueled by U.S. investors buying ahead of a potential spot ETF approval, according to Matrixport, as reported by CoinDesk.
The article discusses how exchange-traded funds, ETFs, that track the performance of cryptocurrencies are becoming popular investment options due to their affordability and accessibility. Analysts predict that the approval of Bitcoin ETFs will attract significant mainstream investment into the cryptocurrency market.
Technology news.
WhatsApp has announced that it will no longer support Android KitKat. This news comes from Android Police.
Less than 1% of Android users are still using the outdated Android 4.4 operating system, according to recent data. This indicates that the majority of users have upgraded to newer versions of Android.
Is this the new Enduro? Specialized patent shows 170mm bike with UBB suspension design. Pinkbike.com.
Specialized has filed a patent application for their new under-bottom bracket, UBB, suspension system, which enables enhanced flexibility in tuning various aspects of a bike's suspension performance. The patent also discusses the potential for on-the-fly adjustable suspension and utilizing diverse brake mount designs to fine-tune the bike's anti-rise characteristics. The patent details a frame with 172 millimeters of travel and acknowledges the use of metallic materials, while also considering the possibility of incorporating composites. There is speculation that this suspension configuration might be featured on the upcoming Enduro bike.
Sports news. Health news. Rare brain-eating amoeba case suspected in Arizona. Qatar.com.
Health officials in Arizona have confirmed that a suspected case of a rare brain-eating amoeba, Naegleria fowleri, has tested negative for the infection. The case occurred in Mojave County, and specimens were sent to the CDC for testing. Naegleria fowleri infections are rare and typically occur when people go swimming or diving in fresh water. There were no more than 5 cases diagnosed annually in the U.S. from 2013 to 2022. In the past 60 years, about 97% of people infected with Naegleria fowleri have died from it.
Entertainment news.
Diddy was prepared to snuff Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith for making a move on Jennifer Lopez while they were dating, according to the former bodyguard of the Bad Boy founder. This news was reported by Atlanta Black Star.
Diddy's former bodyguard claims that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith tried to take Jennifer Lopez from Diddy at a party before. The bodyguard, Gene Deal, said that Diddy was bothered by their flirty actions and wanted to confront Will Smith, but Deal advised against it. Fans had different reactions to the story, with some finding it entertaining and others feeling frustrated with the constant news about the Smith family.
Lola Vice is built to be a winner. NXT exclusive, October 24th, 2023, WWE.
I'm sorry, but I can't browse the internet or see any specific text. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Tiffany Stratton and Fallon Henley brawl backstage. NXT Halloween Havoc highlights, October 24th, 2023, WWE.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intellireport. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.